What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live. Today's episode is number 87, and coming into today's episode, we are still sitting at a 35 game differential. 103 and 68 is our exact record, so we're going to see if we can improve on that today, or if we're just going to I don't know, do a belly flop, and I guess I get a double loss? I don't know. Does a belly flop equal a double loss? I don't really know. These are questions that keep me up at night, but I will say this. I really like this team that we're bringing today. I'm going to go over that in a second as a refresher for you guys in case you missed the last two episodes, as this is the third and final time we're going to be using this team before I mix things up a little bit. Before I do that, though, I'd like to remind you guys that if you have not done so already, make sure that if you would like to support the channel in the series, make sure that you click the thumbs up button right below this video. It does help out a lot. Or if you dislike, make sure to leave a thumbs down, because it's important that I know if you're liking the video or not, if you just think that it's stupid. But if you're disliking, make sure you go in the comment section and tell me why you're disliking. That way I can change something, because if you just dislike, that doesn't tell me anything. I can't improve for you. I can't make anything better. I can't make sure that you're going to enjoy it in the future if you don't tell me what I can do to change things. So I would appreciate it if you guys do that. If not, then so be it. It's not a big deal either way. But just know that I do appreciate all of you that do all that stuff for me. It does mean a lot. Now, let's go over the team, because we're not going to talk about all that other silly stuff. That just, nah, let's move on. We have Assault Vest Kangaskhan. We've got Focus Sash Breloom, Rocky Helmet Rhyperior, Offensive Life Orb Agility Empoleon, Choice Scarf Rotom Mow, and Especially Defensive Sableye, which is yet to get into a battle despite the fact that we've had 4 battles over the course of the last 2 episodes. Yeah, still have not had a chance to bring Sableye. We were actually going to bring it. I think it was was it the first episode? It may have been the first episode that we used this team. I think it was, and I was going to bring him, and then the person DC'd at the team preview screen, so that was unfortunate. I'm running into so many Japanese players this this recording session. This is the 4th episode of Battle Spot Live. I'm recording back to back to back to back to. I said back too many times. Anyway, really cool team here. We've got Donphan Throh. Throh is a Pokemon I've yet to see on Battle Spot. Durant, Glade, Chatot, and Grumpig. Very cool team. I really like this a lot. Kudos to you for bringing Pokemon like this. Yeah, the surprise factor is going to be real here. That Glade could be Assault Vest. It could be... actually, the Donphan could be Assault Vest, too. The Glade could be Scarfed. Throw could be Assault Vest. There's a lot of possible Assault Vest Pokemon here that actually can work it pretty darn well. I do see I can't talk. I do see a lot of potential physical attackers here, so Sableye appears to be a good Pokemon to bring, and we can also knock off a bunch of items. So I'm actually going to lead off with the Sableye, get him into a battle finally. Let's see, what else can I bring to this battle? Breloom, I feel like can do some work. And then Rotom, are you going to put in any work today? I don't know if this team... Yeah, I don't know if this team is really that weak to electricity. Only Chatot. Donphan can go down to a Leaf Storm, I guess. I guess that's possible. We could bring in the Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan doesn't do a whole lot. It's between Rotom and Empoleon, to be perfectly honest. I really don't know. Both of these Pokemon can put in some decent work here. Really, I'm torn here. Completely torn. I think I'm going to bring the Empoleon, just because I bring Rotom in like every single battle. So, we're going to break that trend, and we're bringing some different Pokemon this time. Breloom, Empoleon, and Sableye. We're starting off with the Sableye. Hopefully, we can burn some things. If he starts off with Chatot, that is a little bit unfortunate. But I am specially defensive, so we'll see. We'll see what I want to do. He's going to go out into the Glade first, which is great, because I can go straight up for a burn. That's very obvious, but he doesn't have anything that really wants to take a burn either. So we're going to do that first. We're going to do that first, ladies and gents. I would love to burn this thing. This team that we're facing is so cool and so unusual for... Oh, okay. Okay, we're going to see the Encore as Willow misses. I've been having really bad luck with things missing just the last couple of episodes. I've had just misses all over the place. More than usual. Like, normally, my luck really isn't that bad as far as missing moves. My luck is bad in other areas, not so much missing moves. Normally, I'm pretty okay with that, and actually, there's times where I connect with moves that I shouldn't be connecting with multiple times, like Focus Blast, for one. But lately, that it's been like reversed, where I'm just missing moves that I feel like I shouldn't miss, like 90% accuracy moves missing twice in a row. We're going to go for the Will-O-Wisp again, because we're encored into it, and we miss again, so double Willow miss. We should be able to take that okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. We're going to get our lefties recovery, and we should be able to take the next hit okay, as long as we get this Willow off. Thankfully, he didn't get a crit there. I would have been upset. Try for a third Willow. And we'll see with that damage. No, he's going to switch out after seeing that damage. It's probably its only attack that can actually hit me with. So he's going to go into the Grumpig to, and now it'll connect. Yeah, because it's a special attacker. Awesome. That's freaking great. Thanks a lot, Sableye. Thanks a lot, man. Alright, does this thing have the ability to go for the Dazzling Gleam? I don't know. If it does, that is really unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. I kind of want to taunt it to prevent it from setting up any kind of shenanigans like Calm Mind. It's kind of what I want to do. We can knock off whatever item it's holding. I guess we could do that. I guess. Let's go for a... Yeah, let's go for a taunt. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm still encored. Okay, I thought that the encore ran out this turn. I guess not. So at this point, I don't see that switching into Breloom is a good idea. So I'm going to switch into the Empoleon. Maybe a bad move, but that's what I'm going to do. For some reason, I thought the encore ended, but it definitely hasn't been enough turns. Definitely not. So we're going to see the Magic Coat trying to reflect back possibly the taunt. Maybe he didn't see that the encore ended either. That's very possible. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the only one. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump because it's my most powerful attack. It hits most of his team for some good damage. We see the Energy Ball. It's a good move for Grumpig to carry. Hydro Pump is going to connect, and we'll see how much damage it does. Oh, wow, that almost takes this Grumpig out. Is he going to go down with the burn? No, he's got some kind of berry. Citrus? Yep, Citrus it is. With the burn, though, I think we can take it out with a Flash Cannon. Methinks. So what I actually want to do is, we're going to have to take another hit because this Grumpig is faster. So we might as well... We might as well Agility. So we can get off another hit. Light Screen! Oh, okay. I was not expecting that. Alright, well, if that's the case, I don't know if I want to stay in on this thing. We can definitely switch into Sableye, take a hit, and then recover off the damage. I'm hoping he doesn't have... no, he's not Chesto Resto, we know that. But he still could have the rest. So we've seen Energy Ball, Light Screen, Magic Coat. It's a weird moveset, and a stab move, I'm guessing. Yeah, there's the Energy Ball. That's going to do okay damage to Sableye. Wow, that does more than it should have because of a crit. I'm not liking the RNG so far. Not liking it. The burn is not quite enough to take out this Grumpig. I have no reason to just go for anything but recover. So we're going for the recover. And I'm pretty sure the rest of his Pokemon are physical attackers, so we should be able to get a burn off on something. Unless Willow misses for a third time in this battle, which would be really, honestly, very painful. Very painful. There's the Energy Ball. That's not going to do too much with the lefties. We are sitting at about 75% of our HP, which is great. Grumpig is going to go down to the burn there. We would be just about at full, I guess. We'd be closer to full health if we didn't get a crit last time around, whatever. But yeah, it's not that bad. We're not in a bad position at all. Not in a bad position at all. We'll see what my opponent wants to go into, either the Glade or something else. It's going to be the Glade. We've seen that this thing has Leaf Blade and Encore, and then I'm guessing stab moves, so like Psycho Cut and Close Combat maybe. I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Please connect. Sableye, you know you want to hit this Willow. You know you want to hit this Willow. Thank you. Alright, so this Glade is going to be not as much of a problem. He is not going to go for the Encore. He's going to Leaf Blade. And that's going to bring us down to about 50%. Really doesn't do that much at all. Thankfully, it did not get a crit there. I was kind of worried about it because I'm pretty sure Leaf Blade has a higher chance to get a crit, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to go for a knockoff here to get rid of whatever item this thing is holding. I'm not sure what. And then we can go for Recover the following turn. And I'm guessing... Oh, there's the crits. Okay. Okay, there we go. Knockoff does way more than I thought it was going to. Safety Goggles. Wow, okay. Safety Goggles. That's interesting. That is really interesting, but with spores flying around all over the place on Battle Spot, I'm not surprised to see that at all, and I don't think that's a bad thing to carry. I really don't. Really don't. That knockoff did so much damage. I mean, Glade really doesn't have that much as far as physical defense is concerned. It has much higher special defense, but what you gonna do? Encore, so we're encored into Recover here. And that's fine by me because he's just slowly dying to burn. So we could stall him out if we wanted to. I don't know if I really want to do that because I don't like stalling. I mean, I guess that's my best play. We can go into Empoleon and get an agility up. But there's the close combat issue. Don't want to take all kinds of unnecessary damage. I'm sure he has the close combat. I'm sure he does. What to do? The burn's not going to take him out this turn. So let's go for Recover once, and then we will... He's going to withdraw, so I should have went into the Empoleon. Okay. Alright, well he's going to get out into his throw here. And we can't burn it, unfortunately. But I don't know that I would even want to, because it's possible that it's carrying Guts, and that could really ruin my day. It truly could, so we have to go out in the Empoleon here. I don't know if I really want to do that, but I'm going to. I'm not too afraid of that throw, though. I'm really not. Really not too afraid of it at all. We're going to see the Payback, which is going to do neutral damage to Empoleon, and that really doesn't do that much at all. We should be faster because Throw is slow. And I'm actually going to go for the Flash Cannon. I don't want to go for the max damage because the RNG has been kicking me in the nuts all game long. And I just want to get as much, not as much damage as possible, but I just want to get some reliable damage off. It's stab, yeah, that does. Oh, and we get the special D-drop. So just as I mentioned that the RNG has been kicking me in the nuts, kind of kicks my opponent in the nuts. Kind of. But it's not going to matter. No, in the long run, it's not going to matter here because the Revenge does take out Empoleon in one hit. And that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate, but we can go in with Breloom here, and we can do things like Bullet Seed, which I'm thinking 2 Bullet Seeds should be enough to take this thing out. And if it's not, we can always Mach Punch. Indeed. Indeed! Let's go for the Bullet Seed. We have our Focus Dash attack too, but we outspeed because Throw, as I mentioned, is slow as balls. Ooh, no, it looks like it's going to take 3 Bullet Seeds to take him out, and we get 3! Okay, so I take back what I said about the RNG kicking me in the nuts because it had an opportunity to kick me there. The opportunity was presented on a silver platter to only get 2 hits, but it didn't happen. Did not happen. I don't see any reason to just... I mean, his defense is so low, so I think Mach Punch will still take him out even though it's not very effective. I don't like going for resisted moves too often, but there's no reason to not go for it with Technician and the poor defense and the burn. It's just, it makes sense to go for the Mach Punch there. So that is going to be a victory for us in our first match of the day, and that brings our record to 104 and 68. Does that make sense? I feel like that's a 34 game differential. 104, no, it's a 36 game differential. Okay, I can do math. I can do math, guys, don't worry about me. It's a 36 game differential because we were at 35 and then we won one. How about that? 35 plus 1 is 36. It's too much math for me. That's too much math for me. Let's just try to get another battle. Let's try to get another battle. I'm happy about that victory, though. That was, I mean, I have to say, that guy's team was really cool. It was really, really cool. It was a little bit one-dimensional with how many physical attackers he had, but I've seen way worse than that on battle spots. It was not a bad team. I'm sure he gets victories with that. I mean, I get victories with weird stuff all the time, so... and it wasn't weird stuff, it was just stuff you don't see all the time, so kudos to you. Kudos to you. And another team right here. This is great. These are Pokemon I like to see. We got Lantern, Crobat, Arcanine, Hydreigon, Azumarill, and Porygon Z, which is a huge threat with download. It's faster than Porygon 2, obviously. We should be able to take care of it with Breloom. Actually, Hydreigon doesn't like getting hit by Breloom either, and neither does Azumarill. And neither does Lantern, so Breloom is coming to this battle. Breloom is definitely coming to this battle, and I think I want to lead off with it. I know that Crobat could very well be a possible lead here. I'm a little bit worried about that, but we're going to lead off with the Breloom anyway. I kind of want to bring the Rhyperior, because Rhyperior takes care of that Crobat, takes care of the Arcanine. That's about it. Hydreigon, all the special attackers kind of poop on it. Azumarill can too, but I don't have anything for the Crobat otherwise. Breloom can't take it on because it doesn't have Rock Tomb. It's got Spore and Swords Dance and then 2 stab moves. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring Rhyperior here. Sableye is not going to do us a whole lot of good in this battle, so I'm not going to bring it. And then I'm thinking I want to bring the Kangaskhan. That is what I'm thinking. Although, Rotom could potentially take out that Crobat too. But no, Rhyperior, I mean, we don't need something else to take out the Crobat. I feel like Kangaskhan can tank a hit from either the Porygon Z or the Hydreigon and hit it back with the Drain Punch. That has potential. Bring the Kangaskhan. AV Kangaskhan. So good. So good. Life Orb Kangaskhan is really good too. I mean, I could see how they could fit in RU. I mean, I like to use them in RU and UU, but it's a Kangaskhan without the Mega Stone is a NU Pokemon. It's unfortunate. Nobody uses it. So good though. It's so good. So good. And let's not talk about how OP it was in Inverse. That's just ridiculous. It's ridiculousness. We're starting off against the Hydreigon here. I don't know if we can one-shot this thing with a Mach Punch. I kind of want to Spore it and then Swords Dance. Kind of want to do that. Yeah. Or we can just Swords Dance and then Mach Punch. He doesn't have anything that wants to take a Spore, so if he wants to switch, that would be fantastic. Yeah, let's go for the Spore. He's going to go for the Draco Meteor, and we avoid the attack. Thank you, RNG, for giving back a little bit where thou hast taketh from me. Giving it back. There's some hacks right there because it's a 90% accuracy move that should not be missing that often. And the music just stopped, interestingly enough, or at least on my side it did. I don't know, but I'm starting it over. So if it was just like a long pause, I'm sorry. So sorry. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance here. And he's going to stay fast asleep, hoping he's not Focus Sash, otherwise setting up Swords Dance is a little bit of a problem here. Not a little bit of a problem, but it might be a little bit of a misplay because he could wake up and hit me anyway. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to go for the Mach Punch here. I'm not going to try to set up all over the place. There's the Mach Punch. He's not Focus Sash. Hydreigon goes down in one hit to that at +2. Yeah, you're going down to that. Breloom, so good. So good. I really don't use it that often, and that's because it's an OU Pokemon. I just don't use OU that much. I do use it. But he has the Arcanine waiting in the wings. So I can Spore this too if I really wanted to. He gets the Intimidate off, so we're at +1. We can survive a hit, but he could Willow us if he's defensive, and that would be worst case scenario that we get Willowed. Do I have the Empoleon? No, I did not bring the Empoleon. Actually, nobody on my team wants to get Willowed. Nobody on my team appreciates that. But to be fair, Arcanine cannot do anything to Rhyperior. Really can't. He really, really, really cannot. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to go into the Rhyperior. If he wants to Willow me, that's fine. If he wants to go for a Fire-type move, that's fine as well. I'm fine with giving up those boosts because we can get it later on if we need to. if we really need to, I'm sure we can find a way to get those boosts. He's going to go straight up for the Flare Blitz, so Bullet Seed may have been better, but Rhyperior is going to take that just fine, and he's going to take Rocky Helmet damage and recoil, which the recoil is not going to be that much because it didn't do that much damage. At this point, I'm thinking an EQ would be great. I'm not going to risk the miss with a Rock Blast, especially when Earthquake is still stab. 100% accuracy is going to withdraw. What are you going into? Please don't go into the Crobat. That would be unfortunate. No, it's going to be the Porygon Z, which is going to get a special attack raise. But with this EQ, we should be able to take out the Porygon Z with a Mach Punch now. Actually, that almost takes him out. Wow. Wowza. Wowza. I'm guessing that Ice Beam is coming our way, so we need to play smart here. Any kind of priority will take out this Porygon Z, and the Mach Punch will take out the Arcanine. Or not, I'm sorry. Mach Punch or Fake Out will take out the... Okay, you know what? You know what? I don't know what I'm talking about. Any kind of priority will take out this Porygon Z. That is what I meant to say. I don't know what was going on in my head, but it wasn't the same thing that was coming out of my mouth, so I'm sorry. Sorry, we're going out into the Kangaskhan here. I can take an Ice Beam just fine, and we don't have to risk all that damage on Rhyperior when Rhyperior completely walls that Arcanine, which could potentially be banded because it did switch out there. So I don't know. We're going to see the Ice Beam. That doesn't even do half. We see the Life Orb. So Porygon Z can only dish out one more hit, it looks like. With that being said, yeah, I'm going to go for the Fake Out. If he wants to switch, that's fine. No, he's going to stay in, and I'm thinking we're going to get a double victory today. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm thinking. And I'm not going to call it a match yet, but it's looking that way. The Arcanine's going to come in, it's going to intimidate us. That is unfortunate because I did bring all physical attackers. But we're going to switch right back into the Rhyperior. I see no reason not to. Even if he has the close combat, I still don't think that'll kill, even if he's choice banded. I don't think it will. Don't see that killing. So he's going to have to take more Rocky Helmet damage, and he's going to lower his defenses. Yeah, he is going to go for the close combat, which is a good move. And that does nothing! Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? That does no damage! And he's going to take the Rocky Helmet damage, as I mentioned. His defenses are lowered, so I can just poop on him and he will die. Wow, that was a little bit creepy. I'm going to take that one back. Awkward silence. Okay, yeah, let's go for the EQ. The match is going to be forfeited, so I can break my awkward silence. And that's going to be a double victory for us today. Ladies and gentlemen, we are up to a 37-game differential. And I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. So we were 104 and 68 coming into this episode, I believe. So we are 105 and 68 now, right? 37 games? Yeah, it sounds like 37 games. If that record is incorrect for whatever reason, the correct record will be displayed on the layout. So you can just disregard what I say and just look at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You'll see it there. It'll always be correct because I can double check it when I'm editing and not so much when I am recording, because that would just take away from me actually talking to you guys, and I don't want that. I want to talk to you guys and make you feel awkward. See, that was awkward. Awkward silence. I'm good at that. It's one of my specialties, actually. So, 37-game differential. I want to thank you all for watching. As always, thank you for sticking around. I do appreciate it. Make sure, if you would like to show some support to the series, to the channel, to this video, to me, to everything that is Culination, you can go ahead and click the thumbs up button, or you can click the thumbs down button. Let me know in the comment section below how I can make it better for you. You guys know the drill by now. But with that being said, that is it for this episode, and I will see you all for the next one. But until then, game on.